Hello everyone, welcome back to another Let's Play episode. We are here with Season 4, Episode 41, and I've got one very simple mission today, and that is hit 10,000 Dark Elixir. Now, I'm thinking this will be pretty easy, but you know what? It does take a bit of luck, and yeah, it's important to do it now rather than later. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up my army, so that it starts training as soon as we attack, in case we do need to do 2 attacks. But the method I'm going to be attacking with, well, hopefully it's going to be rather foolproof. Now, what is that method? Well, ideally, we're just going to be lightning striking all the Dark Elixir that we need to get. So you can see from right here, we have 3 lightning spells queued up, level 4, nice and high leveled. Now, if I bring up my army, I've changed up a bit once again. I decided to knock out the healer. I didn't mention I was going to do that because I had that extra space. I decided to add a couple more wall breakers just because I had the room, add a couple more minions just because they're darn helpful, and add just a lot of infantry beyond that. Now, like I said, the lightning is going to be doing the main amount of damage, so let's go start looking for matches. Now, I need just under 1,000, and we can't actually kill a lightning storage with, or a Dark Elixir storage. A lightning storage, that would be cool. I want a lightning storage. We can't kill a Dark Elixir storage with just 3 lightnings. Well, we can do probably about 70 to 80% damage with it. So we can steal most of the resources. But that means we gotta find someone with enough that we need to find someone with probably about 1,100, 1,200, and lightning strike that and get it all in one go. Or we can lightning strike someone with just under that, and then attack to try to get the last bit. So, for example, this base, I could attack and go in for the drill that's down here on the bottom left. I don't think I'm going to do it because I think I'm going to focus on just trying to find someone with enough Dark Elixir to actually do it in one attack, because I think that'll be actually pretty reasonable. I'm attacking right now pretty much in the middle of the night, so I think there'll be some good opportunities out here. Alright, there's one with 1,000 right there. Now, let's see. Do they have drills? Yes, I got one drill down there. And one drill up there. So, hard decision. So, I couldn't actually get the full 1,000 if I decided to attack this. Part of the problem is a good amount of it is going to be in the drills. So, probably I'd say 200, 300 of the Dark Elixir is going to be the drills. Plus, we can't actually kill the storage. So, I'm going to go and skip this. We might come back and re-attack a base like that if we cannot get it with the first attack, but I'll just keep skipping on through here. Now, why do I actually want to get this Dark Elixir? Beyond the very obvious, well, I want to get my Barbarian King. The biggest reason is I plan on dropping trophies, and I plan on doing that immediately so that we can start getting some gold. And that'll be in some of the next upcoming episodes to get up to 2 million gold for the Town Hall upgrade. But in the meantime, I want to get my Dark Elixir upgraded while we're high enough. Where's this guy's storage? Oh, it's right in the center. I missed it for a second. If I find one where the storage is not particularly well protected, which I don't really expect, but I'll keep my eye out for, then I have absolutely no problem just throwing all my infantry at it. Oh, hello. That doesn't happen often. Actually, that's happened almost never. This is probably the first time it's happened in about a month. Let's load it back up and start searching again, and hope that doesn't happen while we're once we attack, because that would not be very fun. Alright, so keep searching. I'm actually not sure what caused that, because I actually just loaded up the game and started searching right away. I didn't really do anything other than queue troops. Actually, speaking of queuing troops, I wonder if it canceled them out. Let me go check that. That'd be interesting to find out. I am on Wi-Fi, so it should be a pretty stable connection. Yeah, my troops are still trained from the looks of it. Mysterious, mysterious. Yes, so let's go back to looking for Dark Elixir. Oh boy, well, that is the mother lode right there for several reasons. Not only do they have a crap ton of resources, they've got a crap ton of Dark Elixir. So this guy right here shall fill up all of our Dark Elixir needs. So I expect that this should completely do it. I'm going to drop 2 lightning spells initially, see how much that gets us, because there's no need to steal more than we actually need. And done, so no need to drop any more. Now, can we get some gold off this guy? Because gold is our next priority, so we can at least do that. Pick off the town hall if I wanted to. Don't really need to, though. Do some damage to the buildings, and then get those gold mines. The gold mines, unfortunately, are rather low leveled. Yeah, and okay, so as you can see, if you look in the top left, how much gold are we getting per arrow strike? We're getting about 5 gold per arrow strike, which means he was just online and just collected all of his resources. Makes it completely pointless to bother trying to steal it at all. Now, I could actually lightning strike his storage, and that'd probably be cost effective. Let's think about that. Would it be? Yeah, I think it would be, and I'm curious to try this out. I'm sort of curious, so you see here, he's got 4 storages. One of them is actually showing more full than the others. So I'm not sure if this is because he was just building something or not, but I'm going to try to lightning strike this one storage, and we'll see how much we get. So he's at 277,000. So if I get at least 20, we're making a profit. So let's go ahead and do it. And we got 19,000 gold, plus a bit of dark elixir, so that actually was worth it. Not by much, so generally I wouldn't do that, except I don't plan on attacking after this. Now, I could also go on to attack the town hall if I wanted. It's worth a few resources, but you know what? I don't care. I'm going to be dropping trophies anyway, so we might as well just surrender. Now, 10,000 dark elixir. What should we do with this? What should we do with this indeed? Well, that's a pretty easy decision. First off, I'm going to take this and move it out. And secondly, we're going to go to the shop. We're going to go to, I think it's under, actually I'm not really sure because it's both defenses and this, so I'm going to check defenses first. I don't know where it is. It looks like it's under army. I guess that makes sense because it's a unit as well. Barbarian King. The great thing about level 1 is it has no training time. So, bam! Level 1 Barbarian King already complete and ready to defend our base. So, that is awesome news, and the other part of the awesome news is we still got troops. So, let's go ahead and, should we lower our trophy count? That's a tough decision. I'm thinking that we'll just search for a match here. Potentially it'd be better to lower first, but we'll look at what we have here. Also, we might find a bit more dark elixir, which could be good for maybe an air-seeking mine or something if we're able to get that much. Also, we do have our Barbarian King ready to deploy if we so desire it on the offense. But if we do use it on offense, we won't be able to use it on defense. I guess I'll explain sort of about the Barbarian King, because I obviously just got it for the first time on this account. So, the Barbarian King cannot die in battle. It can get knocked unconscious, which means it takes a while to come back to life to redo it. So I think it's an hour initially, although they did change that, so maybe that's not quite fully accurate. They have adjusted it once after release. So yes, while it is re-healing, you cannot use it either on offense or defense. So that is very important. So you want to be aware of that before you use it. Now, you can use it in cases that they don't actually take any damage. So if you deploy it and they don't take any damage whatsoever, you can use it again right away. If you deploy it and they take, say, 10% damage, then they'll have a really, really short training time. Only a few minutes, probably about 5 or 6 minutes. Now, bases like this, Town Hall 6. Thing is, we don't have my normal giant army, but, well, we don't have my giant healer army, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But we could potentially take on bases like this. Looks like a pretty well upgraded one. You know what, let's go ahead and do it. First, let's check for clan castle guys, and we've got them. So, guys right there, I'm going to bring in the giants on this side. I'm going to bring in, where are my wall breakers? They're my wall breakers, so I'm just going to deploy lots of wall breakers. Then let's go with the infantry. Did they die? Good, they all died. Then let's go with everything else in here. I'm not going to spread out all the barbarians at once, because I don't want them to group up for the mortar. That would be bad news. Now, why did I put my giants in here? Well, the fact is, there's only one air defense that was active, so now I can deploy my minions. Some of them are going to die to things like archer towers, but the rest of them should do good damage. I'm going to go ahead and use both my clan castle and my barbarian king, just so we can see it in action. Go, go, go. And is now a good time to do the goblins? I think it is. Let's go ahead with all the goblins as well. And then let's sort of just watch this, these guys run rampant in this base, see how much damage we can do. Not sure if we're going to be able to take it out completely, but maybe, hopefully. Yeah, let's just go ahead and deploy the rest of them. If we do get a good amount of the resources, it will be very cost effective. But yeah, just don't need to. Just doing this for fun, getting some bit of resources. Basically, I have the army, so I might as well use it. Tesla's in the middle. Interesting decision. I guess it's fine. Got almost all of the elixir, and we've got looks like half the gold. No, not half the gold, because we got some of it. We got the gold mines, but not all the storages. And these last archers should come in here and do some damage to the storages before they probably get hit really hard by a mortar, because they're all grouped up. Bam! Nice mortar hit. Too bad. Got a bit more gold, and our last minion is dead. We got a couple of barbarians, but you know what? They're not going to do anything worthwhile. So how effective was that? I'd say we broke about even, but you know what? I'm actually fine with that, so let me explain why. So this army that I just deployed probably costs about, I'd say it costs about 40,000 elixir. Actually, it might be a bit cheaper than that. So maybe 30,000 elixir. But even if it costs 60,000 elixir, which is about what we stole, about 60,000 resources total, why would I consider this a good attack? Well, the thing is, I'm going for gold right now, and I've got too much elixir. So because of that, I am fully willing to do a one-for-one trade, just converting elixir into gold, which is effectively what it was if it was a break-even trade. In fact, I got a bit of a profit, so that's even better. So I am not going to go on the attack once more because I don't really want to wait for the training time to fill up, and I've already recorded for about 12 minutes anyways. So let's go ahead and make a couple decisions. Now, one, should I lower my trophy count? What this would immediately do is make it much harder for people to attack me. I think this is a good plan that I'm going to do right away. So I'm going to go ahead and queue up some barbarians, which are the best unit to use when lowering your trophy count. Now, I'm not going to be able to do this on video, simply because when I record, there's a slight lag. Normally, it's not too big of a deal. You'll probably hear me complaining about it in some videos, when especially being annoying, when trying to deploy guys especially. But what it does when you're trying to lower your trophies is there's a technique you can do, and I'll go explain it in a minute. But there's enough of a lag that you can't do it, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and request guys. Let's go ahead and donate guys. Donate the archers, because I had them left over, and they were also training up. Now let's go ahead and look for recent attacks before we go and drop down our trophies. Now, I'm liking this one right here. So it's got a wizard, it's got a dragon, it's got some giants, and a little bit of everything else. So the thing I'm really looking for, though, here is the wall breakers. So those are level 5 wall breakers. So I'm very curious how this base is going to do. Oh, it looks like we won. I didn't even honestly look at that at all. But I'm curious how these wall breakers are going to do against our base. Also, where they deploy it is going to be pretty indicative of what they're trying to take on and destroy. So I'm curious. I'd bet they're going for the Dark Elixir just because we've got so much of it. But we'll find out in just a minute here. If they spread out and attack from all sides, then they're probably just going for resources and storages. Oh, and right there. Looks like they're going for the gold. Interesting. I bet they'll attack from the top left once they take out this one storage. But we shall see. Yes, indeed. So, they're just going for the gold storages. Clean Castle guys are streaming out on defense. Interesting that he decided that the gold storages were enough to make it worth attacking. And is he going to get the other one? So he's got a lot of time left. I bet he's going to draw out these Clan Castle guys, so I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. Wall breakers go in, blah blah blah. Barbarians. Are we within range of the mortar? Looks like we are, potentially. No, we're just out of range of the mortar. Too bad. Good job on his part. He's just bringing in goblins. Probably don't need actually that many, but, oh well. And second gold storage is down, so that's probably all he's intending to do. If he attacks more heavily, I'd be curious where he does it, because that's definitely when you need to make a decision. Do I have all that I want, or do I need to get something else out of the space to make it worthwhile? So I'd be curious what he decides on that. Clearly he's not going for the victory. Okay, dragon in wizard. That's interesting. It's very interesting. Not sure how I feel about that, really, at all. I don't think that's really worth it. We'll see what he attacks. Maybe it will go in there for the Dark Elixir or the Elixir. But deploying a level 3 dragon just for that? Well, we'll see. What's it gonna do? It sort of depends on what direction the pathfinding goes, and that's completely random, really. Tesla, yeah, that's gonna do good damage. as well as the archer towers keep pinging away at it. More giants. Bad. And it died. So I was wondering if he was going for the Elixir or the Dark Elixir. From where he deployed it seemed like he was going for the Elixir, but it started working its way down to a Dark Elixir. But dragons are fairly dumb units. You really can't control which way they go, so hard to sort of predict in that case. More giants. Falling prey to my spring traps. The last several groups of giants I just really have to disagree with. They really weren't doing anything effective whatsoever. The ones with the dragon, I guess maybe they were distracting an archer tower, but the thing is, actually they weren't even doing that. So when you deploy giants right here to ideally distract the archer tower from the dragon, well, the archer tower is already shooting at the dragon, so the only reason it's going to switch targets is if the dragon dies or walks out of range, or flies out of range, I guess it may be. So in that case, it's completely pointless. You're not going to distract them whatsoever. Giants over here, well, they really did nothing and had no opportunity to do anything whatsoever. So unless you're just throwing them away because you want to get rid of them for some reason, yeah, that's a bad decision. Now, I'm curious how much gold he got out of that to see if that was actually worth it for him. So 97,000, yeah, I'd say that was worth it for him. For that amount. Oh, thank you, clanmates, for the archers. I do appreciate them. Now, the last thing we want to do before I wrap this up is plan for the future. So, because I'm going to be dropping trophies, I am fine kicking out my town hall. Now, normally this would be a full redesign, but I don't need to do that all today. So I'm just going to go ahead and promote my gold storages to a better defended position. So let's move this gold storage right here. And move this air defense out, and then this gold storage right here. So, not ideal, and I'll explain that as ideally we'd have like walls separating them, and they'd be a bit more spread out, so you couldn't lightning strike them, but it gets the job done, and that job is specifically trying to protect our resources. Now I'm going to put the Dark Elixir storage in there. It doesn't have anything in it, but it will, well, actually, because it doesn't have anything effectively in it, we're going to go ahead and do that there. You know what? We can actually get rid of even more of it. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and spend all this Dark Elixir. Come in here, and we're going to queue up 11 guys. And 0 Dark Elixir. Perfect. Alright. To wrap up this episode, guys, I'm going to go spectate that guy's base. We haven't done one of these in a while, but if you guys have been a viewer of me for more than about 2 weeks or so, you'll know what this is if you're brand new. This is the opportunity at the end of my base where you can, or end of my video, where you can tell me how you'd attack this guy's base. So it looks like he's got a good chunk of gold. Yes, he does. So about 500,000 gold in just that one storage, and he's got one more down here, so about 1 million gold total. Got some elixir as well. Let's see how much elixir he has. Not bad, not bad. About 700,000 elixir, bit more. Let's check for clan castle, guys. Clan castle's all the way out here. I wouldn't expect it to have guys, you know, because there's no point putting it out there if it does have guys. This base has got some weaknesses. You can definitely deploy archers in a lot of clever positions to take out a lot of the defenses, which means he centralizes these gold mines way too much, causes his defenses to be spread out. Like elixir storage right here, elixir collector, that should be like a wizard tower or a mortar maybe. Very interesting decision on his part. I definitely think that a lot of people will be able to attack this base. So you know what, guys? As always, let me know in the comments section how you would attack this Town Hall 8 base. It's got some good resources. Maybe you're interested in those. Maybe just think you can take it all out with a big 3-star. Maybe you guys think you can do a healer giant attack. He's only got 1 air defense up after all, so maybe that would be effective. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up this episode right here, right now. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I try to put out Clash of Clans videos every day. Doesn't always happen with school, though, especially right now when I'm pretty busy. Beyond that, guys, if you already are subscribed, thank you very much for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it, and hope to see you guys very soon with lots more videos. Stay tuned, and have a great day.